Okay, so today is I'm going to welcome you to the technology is not working for me day. Um, I'm having the biggest issues with my all of the technology today. So should be fun. We'll see if this live stream actually happens and what's going on. But the perfect thing is that today we are coloring fire. And the thing about fire when technology is not working, I think of like this inner fire brewing inside of you. And, how willing are you to fight for that fire when there are hiccups in the way, when there are obstacles in the way? And, sometimes obstacles, I think, mean you're going in the wrong direction. And I think other times obstacles are there to um, push you and stretch you and see if you're willing to fight for the thing and how passionate you are about it, how committed you are to it. And so, yeah, today is that day. So we're coloring and coaching today all around the topic of fire. And what I really want to use this time for is to like light that inner fire within you. Tap into that fire space. Like what is it? What does it feel like inside of you? What are you going for? Like what does the fire actually represent? Is it a new passion? Is it a dream life or a dream situation in your life? And so I'm going to tell you guys where you can go to get the free download. So, this self reflection coloring book is downloadable for free on my website, myartalchemy.com/gift. And you can go grab it, download it. Today, we're only coloring the two fire pages. So, feel free to just print those two pages out. It is a fire mandala that we're coloring and also a self-reflection journal page. So grab those, grab some markers, colored pencils, whatever you're going to use. And we are going to get started on this. If you're new here, this is Art is Alchemy. I'm repping my sweatshirt today, and we use artistic expression as an access point for transformation, for empowerment. And we do that with different modalities of art. Some are tapping into our flow state. Some are using specific algorithms that rewire the brain. And others are just allowing us to get into a space where we can actually hear and become aware of the subconscious beliefs that might be driving our lives. And then now that we have access to them, we can transform them. Now, you can access a lot of free things that I offer. So I've got this coloring book that you can download. You can color it on your own and go through the self-reflection journal prompts that are on the second page. Those will guide you when you're at home. You can come here every Wednesday at noon. We're doing live streams where we are coloring each themed page and diving even deeper into those self-reflection points. So you can, see the ones that you want to do, the specific themes, or you can even see the ones from the past. I've got them uploaded either on YouTube or on my website. We've got a free community and you can access all of this stuff there. You can also upload photos of your own art and share with us about your journey and what's going on for you. So lots of awesome free stuff. And then we have some other paid things, online courses that you can access. And one-on-one coaching is available as well if you want to dive deep personally into a specific topic. So we're going to dive in today. I am going to switch my camera around and we will get started with our coloring exercise. Okay, so just give me a second and you can get situated with your stuff. We're gonna start coloring here in just a second. I'm also gonna turn on some background music. Make sure that it's not so loud. And pop in the comments if you are here live with us. I would love for you to, share where you're joining from, and also maybe you can share a little bit about what's going on for you when it comes to this topic of fire. Okay, I am still getting situated. Sorry, guys. Just another second here. Okay, so as we start diving into this topic of inner fire, I want you to think about where in your life you are feeling an inner fire. And it could be in a number of different places. You could have, something you're super passionate about. And then you could also have other areas of your life that maybe you're not as passionate about them, but they also, light you up and fuel that inner fire that's going on. So you can write, if you have a piece of paper or you have the journal page next to you, feel free to write down the areas that you want to work on, because maybe we only get to like 1 or 2 of them today, and you might have a few. You could break them down. I would say go like very granular into each one, because that's going to help you like really tap into it and manifest it, and actually like shift your energy so that you can align with it. So like if you have an inner fire around your work, say you're doing like passion work, like for me, I have Art is Alchemy. But there's also these other subsets of it. So I have my own artwork, my own paintings that I do that allow me to express. It also is a space for me to tap into my flow state. So I have that aspect of it. And then within Art is Alchemy, there's a number of different areas that I'm feeling really passionate about and really excited about. And so I might write down all of these things as individual pieces that I want to actually tap into when I'm thinking about this like inner fire within me. And the thing is, when you've got that inner fire, then what happens is you wake up knowing exactly what you want to be doing. Like you have more of a direction. And the thing that was funny but not funny today with this whole like technology piece is that I am so passionate about this. I feel such a like immense fire burning inside of me, and it's so incredibly frustrating when you're doing stuff that it feels, I don't know, it feels like, what it felt like this morning is that I'm doing all of this stuff because I'm so excited, because it's my passion. I do want to be successful at it, obviously. And yet all of those efforts were sort of like thwarted this morning because technology wasn't working. So I spent hours creating these like videos and stories and reels, and nothing was working. Like nothing was posting. I even had to try to like screen record stuff so I didn't lose it. And even though I'm waking up with this immense passion inside, it can be really challenging, right? To like deal with the things that are happening. I believe that Mercury retrograde is messing up technology. So, and sometimes it means like, hey, this is a time for inward reflection. And you know what? Maybe it is. Like, maybe none of this is going to work today. And this is just for me. So, I'm going to just take that in and deal with it later, I guess. Right? But back to the fire, it's like I have this fire burning inside of me, and it can be really challenging in these moments to not give up, right? Like persevere, just keep going. It's going to be okay. But yet inside of me is wanting to just literally give up and go, I don't know, watch a movie or something. I'm curious if you felt this way before. Have you had those moments where like you're super passionate about something, you're so excited, you're doing it, you're actually doing the work? And I think that that's part of it too. It's like it takes a lot of effort a lot of commitment, a lot of effort, a lot of things to do the work, especially when you're an entrepreneur. You have to be self-motivated. You need to jump through hoops. Like you have to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. And so all of that takes so much time and effort and commitment and bravery. And then when you actually do those things and overcome the blocks that would prevent you from doing them, and then the technology doesn't work, oof, man, I think that is one of those things where it can be so defeating, like so incredibly defeating. So like what do you use as a tool to keep going? Me, I just kind of like do it anyways. I just commit. And I don't know, in an hour, I might tell myself I'm giving up and and then who knows what'll happen. I don't know. But I think these are like the trial moments. They're trying you. It's, hey, what are you going to do? Are you going to give up? Like, do you really want this? It's almost like testing your commitment, testing your fire. I think about like the air being sucked out, right? It's like the momentum is the air. So if the air is being sucked out of it, then, and you're losing that momentum, then it's like, where does the fire go? Does the fire stay? Can you reignite it? It's a very curious proposition, I guess, right? So what are the things that are lighting your fire right now? And maybe you haven't started yet. Do you have an idea and it's like percolating inside or brewing inside of you, and you're feeling you're feeling the flames kind of like rising up, but you're not yet doing it, I'd be curious to know what's holding you back from doing it. Is it time? Is it money? Is it courage? Like, is the fear of being seen, the fear of trying, the fear of failure, the fear of success getting in the way? And if you could remove those things, what would happen? Also, like, what's stronger? What is stronger? Is it the fear or your fire? What's gonna win? Because I've had inspiration before where it wasn't as strong as like whatever my excuses were to not do it. So my excuses to not do it were stronger than the fire inside. And that's okay. Like sometimes this stuff happens because it is a checkpoint. Like the universe gives you options and is saying, all right, so is this it? How committed are you? And you get to choose how committed you are. For me, building this business is like the flames, the fire burning inside me has been really bright, has been like going strong for a long time, pretty much this whole year. And I only, really just got started not that long ago. I launched when my kid went in back to school after the summer, because I was like in the beginning of the year I was basically like getting everything ready, doing the foundational work, and I knew that my kid was going to be off for the summer, and it is really challenging to do any sort of work when he is home, and when I'm taking care of him at home. Because I am, like, my main thing is being a stay-at-home mom when he's home. So my work is, like, secondary to that. And yet, this, like, fire is burning so strong inside of me, which sometimes can be really challenging. Because when you're that passionate about something, but you can't do it, that's also a hard place to be. And so I was building the foundation, and then when he went back to school was when I kind of started. So now I have so many things that I want to do and get done, and not a lot of time. So I think like moments like today are really frustrating because there's so much pressure on a very limited amount of time. And that can feel frustrating at times. It's like I'm trying really hard, and there's so much pressure on those moments. And so yeah, it's like kind of being mad at the universe for getting in the way. While also simultaneously being super grateful to have this kind of fire and to be able to do what I love. Because I know not everyone gets to do that. Even though I'm the one that will encourage you to make it happen. Like, make it happen on the side. If your fire is burning bright enough, you're passionate enough about something. These colors look exactly the same. Oh, look at that numerology. 33, 44. Love that. Let's go 44. What was I saying? Can you remind me? Oh, I know what I was saying. So I would encourage you to go for it. Like, if you're, I think I was saying this, if you're super passionate about something, you can't think about anything else, you know, and you'll make it happen no matter what. My goal here is to help everyone be their best self, to get aligned with their highest, like their highest self, the life that they really want to be living, like that would fulfill you the most. I want to essentially get people aligned with that, so that they really feel in every moment that this kind of like fire, this kind of passion, excitement, fulfillment, all of that stuff, like that is actually the goal. And the goal is actually the feeling. So what I'm doing here at Art Alchemy is like we'll use different techniques to discover, right? Like, first thing is to discover what it is that is your passion, what it is that you want to be aligned with and that lights you up. And also find and discover all of the blocks to that. So we have techniques to use to actually access those things, because a lot of it is subconscious. So like this coloring is a great way to kind of start the inquiry process. You don't have to have any artistic talent, and you can just be here doing this exercise to actually allow your mind to quiet and to allow yourself to tap into some of the things inside of you that are there, and become aware of the things, and then start to go on the journey of like actually aligning yourself with them. And a lot of times it's challenging to figure out what the blocks are. So I am currently in the process of getting certified in what's called neurographic art. And neurographic art is a methodology where you are using like specific algorithm of drawing to access the subconscious. And you can discover what the blocks are through this drawing method. And then in the algorithm, we're also rewiring the brain to harmonize and like create a new reality for yourself. So that is like super exciting. I am still in the process of getting certified in it. So, you know, I'm doing all the work right now to kind of like finalize that so that I can start doing that work more. And I'm going to be needing one-on-one clients to do case studies about it. So if you're interested in that, you can always reach out to me. But that work it's really exciting. You can make actual changes and make them very fast and start not only like releasing the things that aren't working for you, but then also really tapping into like what you do want to create and visually creating that within these drawings, and then watch how it kind of unfolds in your life. The other thing that we do here is the Art Flow Shop, and that is about tapping into flow state. And from flow state, you can actually access more things. You can access your higher self. You can access a more peak performance mode. So that is being in your highest. Answers can come to you on things that you maybe were like trying to figure out for a really long time. And it has a lot of benefits actually to it. That's available now, actually. I have the online course is available on my website. And then I'm going to be doing some in person. I live here in LA, California. And so I'm going to start doing some in person, but then also some live ones on Zoom for those of you who prefer to be in a group setting when doing stuff like that. And yeah, I'm really excited about all of this stuff because it's such a unique way of doing like self-development work. I think a lot of people maybe shy away from it, or like it's too hard, or it's too heady, or whatever the case may be. And art kind of like gives you a way of doing that stuff without trying. It's interesting. I discovered that the benefit of me doing art was different than actually creating the paintings a while ago. And I didn't quite understand what was happening. But I realized that the benefit of doing the art wasn't actually creating the art, even though sometimes I really loved what I created. It was more about, in the process, there was something magical happening. And so now I'm giving that to other people. I realize that it is alchemy that's happening. We are transforming the lead into gold through this work. We're transforming the things that don't work into this golden highest version of ourselves through this work. And it's extremely exciting. I have so many things coming up that I'm excited to do. And almost like my fire is burning really, really bright. It's hard to kind of contain it in a way. It's like out of control. Kind of feels like the wildfires that we have around here in California. Like burning bright, a little bit out of control, can spread with the winds. But I like that. I don't like it in real life, which I experienced recently. Because we had a fire that came up right to our house. And that was like terrifying. So I'm curious for you how you're feeling, what's coming up for you. I want you to write down the notes. Don't lose them. You know, as things are coming up for you, jot them down so you don't forget, that you can come back to it later on. You can, you know, maybe journal about it or elaborate on it later. What is it that you want? And not only what is it that you want, like the fire, but like what will you get from it? If you are to make it happen, make these dreams happen, what will occur? How will you feel? And keep tapping into that. Like that might be the thing that holds you, like holds your commitment to doing it. I think I might be done. I might end here on my drawing, my coloring experience, and I feel better. I actually feel like I transmuted actually a lot of the energy that I came in here with. Like I came in with that frustration around technology, and this actually realigned me like to this point. It realigned me to my goal, like my commitment, my fire. Like what is my fire and how am I spreading it? How am I lighting it? How am I fueling the flames of my fire? So I'm going to turn the camera around. And welcome back. So here you go. Here's my finished coloring page. I would love to see your coloring page as well. So feel free to upload yours. Let me pop in here the website. So myartalchemy.com is where you're going to go, and you can join the free membership that's there. And the free membership gives you access to all of the recordings that we've done of these coloring and coaching sessions for free. You'll also have access to purchase enrollment to any of the courses that we have up there, and also follow us so that you can, you know, if you post your photos on social media as well, you can tag us art.as.alchemy and follow along. If you liked this video, please click the thumbs up, share it with your friends who you think would love this. Subscribe to our channel, help us grow, and also get notified when we're doing more of these videos. And you know, I hope that you enjoyed today's session. I am so excited about hearing like what is lighting you up. What is that inner fire that is starting to burn inside of you? And where are you taking this? Like, did the coloring exercise did it like spark anything inside? And how are you feeling? What are your next steps? So please share with me. You can do that in the community. You can do it here in the comments. And we will see you next week. All right. Light that fire.